Hello, bonjour, hola. I'm not even going to pretend like I know any other languages. Welcome to a fresh edition of Primetime Sports. I'm Rashad Milligan.
And while, yes, in 2016, while all athletes are getting used to being asked about social issues and political circumstances, let's have a sit down and actually examine if black athletes are actually questioned more on these topics.
Hey, can you show us how to jug walk?
Oh yeah, I can show you real quick.
It's
just a little something like this here, man. You gotta brush it off and you gotta throw it down, man. Simple. Yeah, there it is, dog. There it is. Yeah, brush it off, throw it down. Yeah, ooh, you got it. Yeah, you smooth, man.
And although both schools have declining records compared to last year, it's still Atlanta versus Statesboro, still the Panthers versus the Eagles, and it's still Georgia State versus Georgia Southern. In other words, simply put, old-fashioned hate. And while all the players are excited for a new start and a new season,
one of the largest additions to this year's Panthers is 6'8" men's basketball forward Willie Clayton. The big green rebounding machine, or whatever rhymes with Blue Clayton, gave Primetime his very own personal story. David Sheely has the feature. Whatever the case is, the fact that you don't have your shooters season after season, it just makes it tough to build it when you are on the court. And that's why Makiba Ponder really couldn't get into a rhythm last season as a sophomore after having an outstanding freshman season and almost setting the GSU record for threes in a year for women's basketball. So now it's understood if you forgot, but the football team is still playing and they just fired their head coach. Yes, Trent Miles is gone. Athletic director Charlie Cobb said he wants the team to name their next man in line by the holidays. And the internet has already brought up at least 20 more names by itself. But in the meantime, the current squad has been cooking up some good old-fashioned hate as they play that team down south this week.
after a 2-8 start, the Georgia State football program decided to fire head coach Trent Miles. The most notable player from his first recruiting class is perhaps Robert Davis, who became the team's all-time leader in receptions. Davis said the transition has been difficult for him.
I mean, it's been rough for me as far as, the coach that I came in with being fired. But I don't agree with the decision, but we move on and, live to fight another day.
Transfer stars Connor Manning and Bobby Baker said Coach Miles welcomed a second chance for them.
When I kind of was a low point, I didn't know if I was going to get another chance at playing college football. He was one of the first guys to call.
He gave me an opportunity, a second opportunity, obviously, in a second home. And so, I appreciate him for that more than anything.
The Panthers are still ready to face the team from Statesboro. What are some of the keys you think you have to do to defeat Southern?
Just compete, go out there, do what we do.
Ain't no keys. We're going to win the game, and that's that.
At the end of the day, this is a rivalry. We don't like these guys at all. They don't like us. We don't like them. So you're going to see that during the game. And this week, the way we're practicing, if you watch practice, you'll see we're practicing like we don't like these cats. So, at the end of the day, Saturday is playtime, so we're going to try to have some fun.
Georgia State will face Georgia Southern at 2 p.m. tomorrow in the Georgia Dome. For Primetime Sports, I'm Rashad Milligan. Meet one of Georgia State's most promising young athletes on campus. Sophomore outside hitter Crystal Lee is having a great season for Georgia State volleyball. Lee is currently third on the team in kills and the fifth leading Panther in digs. Her freshman season left a sour taste that she made sure will not revisit her this year.
Well, coming in freshman year, I thought I was big guns, and then reality set in. So I was training hard, making sure I had the good offense, good defense, just staying fit for my team and being the best I can be.
Leah credits her second season success to her mentality change.
It's really all mental. I work with my trainer big time on just staying confident, staying mental, and knowing how to bounce back. And don't let a mistake keep you down the whole game. Just bounce back and keep going.
And while the sophomore sensation may be having a great season, on this court, she plays for more than just wins and losses.
My cousin who passed away before I got here was 45 when he passed away, and he never got to see me play.
Lee is also a Chicago native, a city that has made headlines for its violence.
Chicago. Love Chicago, but it is very violent, but I feel like it's not as bad as people seem. That's my hometown, and I love it so much.
After becoming Panther of the Week on October 3rd, Lee led the Panthers to its 7th win. The victory tied last season's total with 10 matches remaining in the regular season. From the GSU Sports Arena, I'm Rashad Milligan for Primetime Sports.